And welcome back to the 5 o'clock news on KETVU. We go live to our host, Ocean Mossfeed, and always entertaining Adrielle Dunlap.
Cherry pie. Tonight's guest is Cherry Pie, and with Cherry Pie is Adrielle. Adrielle, how did you first meet Cherry Pie? Cherry Pie. That sounds very interesting. So Cherry Pie showed up at your house.
He was looking at it.
And now you're looking at the cherry pie.
I don't know. I dressing him up.
Oh, you're dressing up the cherry pie. Cherry pies love to be dressed up. They often dress as people from other planets and UFOs. UFO costumes are very easy for cherry pies to put on. So what is your cherry pie wearing today?
Princess.
It's Princess Cherry Pie. I love that. I love Princess Cherry Pies.
A pink shoe and a pink dress.
Nice. Nice. Pink Cherry Pie Princess. Very nice. Well, is Cherry Pie going to join us for dinner?
Salad.
For salad. Cherry Pie with salad. I love it. It's the best.
We now go to our weather correspondent, Zachary Dunlap. Hello! Of course, I'm out of the studio today. As you guys know, I have the flu, so I'm going to be doing this from home with a little bit of interpretation with my co-anchors here, Adrielle Dunlap and Ocean Mossfeed. So, Ocean is going to be the eastern storm front that is blowing in. As you guys can see, that storm front is angry. I mean, it is mad. It's all kinds of mad. You can see it on its face. Its face is just angry. All kinds of angry. And the western front, being played by Audrey, is very scared. I mean, it's scared. Oh my gosh, it's got a scary face on. And it's raining. It's raining. Oh! And there's wind blowing from the east. And the east is blowing in the wind. And there's snow. It's turning into snow with all the wind. Oh my gosh. There's an earthquake. There's an earthquake on the east. And there's tornadoes on the west. And the tornadoes are making the storm worse. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But in the south, it's very sunny. Very sunny in the south. Everybody's having fun. Very calm weather. No movement whatsoever. Just very still. Very still. Maybe a little movement in the trees. Just slightly in the trees. And there's fish. There's fish swimming. Lots of swimming fish. And there's birds coming down to eat the fish. And the fish don't like this. And they say, oh, man, come on, man. Leave me alone, man. You know, they're like, hey, man. You know, Ocean's going to interpret what the fish do. And Audrey's going to interpret what the birds do. So the fish are like, leave me alone, man. The bird flies in. Show him, Audrey. Show him the bird flying in. Okay? The fish says, hey, man, get off my jazz, man. Why you always got to be here to break up my style, man? You know what I mean, man? And then the fish is like, it gets out its gat, and it shoots at the bird. Lucky for the bird, the fish has terrible aim. That's right, because he's affiliated with East Side. We now go back to our anchors, Ocean Mossfeed and Adrielle Dunlap, that are going to talk about traffic.
Traffic. Yes. Traffic happens to the best of us. And when traffic happens to you, are you ready for traffic? Think about it. What do you think? What do you think, Audrey? Are you ready for traffic?
Yes.
How do you prepare for traffic?
Come on.
Yes, it takes time. Yes. You hear that? It takes time. You have to plan several days in advance. So she's planning tomorrow for traffic. She's planning today for traffic that she might occur tomorrow. Brilliant. So Audrey, tell us about your most recent traffic experience.
Digging.
You were digging
Laughing.
and laughing in traffic?
Yeah.
Ah, she was laughing in traffic. That's the best. Again, brilliant solution to the pains and agonies of traffic. Laughter. A lot could be learned from our little friends here. So the next time you're out in traffic, remember to laugh and plan ahead. Very, very far ahead. Days in advance. And always bring cherry pie.
We now go to our sports correspondent, Zachary Zunlap, who is also sick out of the office. So we will be having some interpretation help from our anchors, Adriel Dunlap and Ocean Mossfeed. Hello, guys. Yeah. Fortunately, my flu is getting in full remission now. You guys proud of me or what? I miss you. Anyway, though, we're going to be talking about the latest football game between San Diego Chargers and the New York Giants.
Yeah!
So Ocean is going to be playing the New York Giants, and Audrey is going to be playing the Chargers. So as we all know, that New York Giants front line is big, man. They're big. They're huge. They're very strong and aggressive. And so what happened was in the game in the first quarter, we got the Giants running down the field. They're running down the field. They're stiff arming them. But the Chargers trying to get him. Chargers trying to get him. Chargers chasing him. And the Chargers, he's pushing him off. Foul! There was a foul. The referee comes out and blows the flag. He throws a flag. Blows a whistle. And oh man, the Giants are not happy about it. The Giants are mad. They're like, what? What? Are you kidding me? That was no! And it didn't matter. 15 yards back, man. Go 15 yards back. And at that point, the Chargers were eating a hot dog. They were eating a hot dog, and they were like, oh, man, this is good. And then the ref's like, you can't eat a hot dog. What do you eat a hot dog for? It's a hot dog. And then the Chargers got up to the camera, and then they ran back, and the New York Giants were like, hey, man, we're trying to play football here, man. Come on. Let's go. Come on. And so the Chargers got the ball, and then the Giants were on the defense in the second quarter, and the Chargers running down the field. Oh, but that Giant defense is so aggressive. They were like, oh, you can't do this, man. You can't do this. And they were like trying to pass it, and they were all jumping up, jumping around, and they were flailing their hands. They were flailing their hands, and they were like, no, you can't get through here, man. And they tried to kick a field goal, and they're like, yeah. They were jumping up. They were just jumping up and going crazy, and then they tried to kick it, and they kick it, and they missed. Oh my gosh, they missed. So it went into triple, quadruple overtime, and it ended in a 0-0 tie, which is the first in NFL history. So now we're going to talk about the basketball game, which was a local high school game. North Lake High versus Quarterly State High School. And so Quarterly State played by Ocean here. I don't know why you can see my hand when I'm not in the studio. And, of course, North Lake was played by Adriel Dunlap. So North Lake's rushing down. They're rushing. They're going for the basket. They're going. But, the guys from the Quarterly, they were like, I don't think so. And they steal it away. And then they start running down. But then he forgot that he was totally out of shape. And he was like, whoa, I'm sweaty. Oh, there's too much sweat. The ball slips. And then it goes to the Quarterly. And the Quarterly has it again. And they're rushing down. And then they're rushing. And they're rushing. But then they forgot that they had asthma. And they forgot and so the Quarterly takes it back. But they're too great. Oh, but they take it back again. And then it was halftime. And they both go sit on the benches. They sat on the bench. And they're like, oh my gosh. The ones from the Quarterly were tired, but the North Lake were just bouncing and they were just ready. But and so then the next period comes on and then they're playing again. And he shoots, and he misses, and it bounces off and hits him back in the face. And he's like, oh my God, yes. And then the person from North Lake decided to run, and the game was over, and it is a 0-0 tie. And anyway, we go back to our correspondent, Ocean Mossfeed, who is live in the field. He is talking about the local power plant failure, and he's talking to power plant leader Zachary Dunlap.
Yes, Zachary. How do you interpret the most recent power surges that we've been experiencing around the greater metropolitan suburbia areas?
Well, you got two kinds of power outage first, Ocean. All right, you got the power outage caused from reverse flow, caption, ionization, transfer osmosis, and then you got the simple cross electrical negative ion pattern, which comes to the flow with the second, third string of the copper wire, which frays out because of the reverse osmosis. So basically, what we're dealing with here is we got a lot of hardworking guys trying to figure out the problem. Okay, we got our guys on it, and they're gonna do what they can because you get the electricity flowing, and that electricity you stop, and you just gotta get the flow for the electricity. You don't go.
You don't go if there ain't no flow. Don't go.
And we're done.